Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you, guys. We have several people that are on live today. Our April statewide meeting for Project Prevent. So thank you guys who are here, and hello to anyone who's watching the recording. It's like a podcast. I just mentioned our weather is, there's a break in our weather right now here in Little Rock, so it looks like we're doing okay. Hopefully we'll get through this meeting and not lose power. We are thinking about all of you guys that were affected over the last, few days with the weather. We don't have a Project Prevent chapter in Wynn, but they had participated in Ready, Set, Record and had been active in the past. So we're just really thinking about the school there. We'd reached out to our chapters in Cross County, and it looks like they're doing okay. But anyway, yeah, just a crazy last few days. The weather has been insane here. So anyway, thankful that we have a break in it right now, and hopefully you guys are safe and dry in the moment as well. So we have a meeting full of celebrations this month. So we have lots of pictures, which is great because you guys have been so busy. But this is our second to last meeting, so we're really getting near the end. And I know those of you that are teachers are probably counting the weeks, and I know that the students are counting the weeks to summer break. But yeah, this is the last little push. So we'll get started with our April statewide meeting. And this is our friends from Rosebud, one of our Next Gen chapters, and we want to talk about the Next Gen Summit. They were able to attend a few things that are happening this month and just some things coming up, a couple of reminders, a ton of chapter highlights. We're going to try to do our best to remember what's going on in all of these pictures. Leah's got some notes. So nice. And then we have our Trivia Tuesday winners. Yeah, that's it, which will be, I guess, will we announce the last set of winners?
I think at the next meeting.
Yeah.
Shut it down for a little bit for the summer. But no worries, there will still be more things to come on the stories.
And we were in Kirby at the high school on Monday for the spring tour, and we ended up getting a huge following.
Yeah, I think our 1,500 that we keep talking about
is getting closer. We're getting closer. If you're not already following us on Instagram, it's Project Prevent AR. That was our goal to get to 1,500 followers this year, and Stephanie's really close. Okay, so let's talk about, before we do that, surprise, let me do the confetti. We have new chapters again. It's just been just a steady stream of more groups wanting to join Project Prevent. We're so thankful. The Jacksonville Boys and Girls Club, this is our third Boys and Girls Club that's here in Pulaski County. We were so excited to meet with them. And Mike, who I actually first met at the Boys and Girls Club in Helena, West Helena, has moved here to Central Arkansas, and he's working at the Jacksonville Boys and Girls Club, and we're so excited to have them signed on. And then I see Whitney Fraley is on right now, and I think we told you last month that she helped get a chapter started at Oak Grove Middle School in Paragould. Well, now she has helped get one started at Westside High School in Jonesboro. So we have grown to 94 chapters. Wow. Amazing. Let's do another. Yay. Just really spread across the state, and we're really thankful. And I know that Westside is in some of our pictures because they've already started doing some different activities and things. So yay, yes, so thrilled. Yes, thank you, Whitney. Okay, yeah, so the Next Gen Summit. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
It was so great.
We had the Next Gen Summit back in March, and it was hosted, half of it took place at the Ron Robinson Theater here in Little Rock, where we do Ready, Set, Record, if any of you guys have come to that before. And then the other part of the day, we got to walk over and spend at the Museum of Discovery.
Which was so cute. And I was a little jealous because I stayed in the theater all day. But yeah, but we had fun things going on in the theater too. But the museum looked
they had a human body exhibit. Yeah, so the students got to go through and see the whole museum. But there was a human body exhibit set up right now. And so we created like a little scavenger hunt. So the students got to go through the body exhibit and fill out their little scavenger hunt. From the conference, there was an exhibit that showed the difference between a healthy lung and an unhealthy lung. A lot of, here's a boy right here checking it out. So you could inflate the healthy lung and the non-healthy and see the difference.
Yeah. And they brought out snakes.
I did get to touch it. So yeah, there was a lot of big fun going on at the museum. And then I think we have some pictures too. We did some fun things over at the Ron Robinson too. We kind of did a spin on Ready, Set, Record again, since we were at the theater.
Yeah.
So for this age, we did lights, camera, action. So they were able to either come up with a product that would help students either quit vaping or smoking or never to stop.
And some of them were so creative.
So creative. So they could come up with a product pitch or like a little commercial skit.
Okay, and the one in the middle, the boy with the like bright yellow hoodie,
thought out.
Their product, he and this other boy, was like a machine that's like a Roomba vacuum cleaner, but it detects smoke, so it would go to the person that was smoking, and it would shock their ankle like a taser.
Yeah.
And then like suck up the smoke, and yeah. So
I must have been at the museum during that.
yeah, you missed that one. Yeah, so we had Amanda Gist from Cotter, we had Bryant Middle School, we had Concord Elementary, Midland Elementary, the Oak Grove Middle School from Paragould, and Rosebud Elementary. So we had almost 100 kids there, and we had such a good time. Loved it. I think that might be all of those pictures. Yeah. So just a reminder, a few things coming up, and we just wanted to remind you, you have these oh goodness, planners.
Yeah.
What's it called? These calendars, these planners that we shared at the beginning of the year, which is about to run out. It goes through May, I think. And just it kind of highlights some things that are going on each month. So we just wanted to remind you, National Pet Day is next week. So we have some examples of things you could do on that if you missed National Love Your Pet. So now there's also a national lots of pet days.
There's a day for everything now.
The baseball game, which we're really excited for, which we typically have several chapters that are able to join us, but this year they sold out before we could even get like the word out really to you guys of how to buy tickets. So it's going to be a packed house. I'm sad that a lot of you are not going to be able to be there, but we're excited for that. And then we also have a family day with the Naturals. That's on a Sunday, but if you guys are in Northwest Arkansas and want to come, we'll be there on May 21st. And then World No Tobacco Day, the end of next month too. So just a couple of things coming up. Here's some examples of what some of our chapters have done around Love Your Pet Day, and just that information that we passed out about how secondhand smoke harms pets. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do some work around this. Of course, Poen has our favorite Keep Your Best Friend Healthy activity that they did last year.
I think so. Maybe they've done it
Did they do
a
it
couple
again
times since, but they get real creative with this one.
Yeah, and they have all of their Project Prevent chapter members bring a stuffed animal, which is like such an attention getter. And then they have like a table set up and just signs about like, you know, love your pet, keep your best friend healthy, don't smoke around your animals. Charleston at the bottom actually made a donation to their animal shelter and provided the information about how secondhand smoke affects pets. And then Berryville at the top also visited their vet's office and provided that information too. And then there's a little goodie bag down at the very bottom that Green Forest created last year. And it had some information in it. The little picture is just the secondhand smoke hurts us too. So there's creative ways. I think that's what is that? Is that a Tuesday of next week? The 11th? I don't have a calendar in front of me. I can't do that math here. Let's see.
It is a Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday. So Tuesday of next week. National Pet Day, if you need a quick activity to fit in. What else? Okay, so just as we're getting towards the end of the year, I want to make sure that you guys are reporting your activities and the things that you're doing, and make sure that you know where and how to report those, because it's a little different this year. First of all, and I think that most of you are doing a pretty good job. If you received the Arkansas Children's mini grant, you know who you are. We provide a set number of mini grants that include some activity funds so that you can get supplies and things. So you guys are not reporting from the link on the website. I send out an email at the first Monday of every month with a Microsoft Office Forms link, and it looks like this. It looks a little different each month. Fordyce High School is on our March report, as you can see on the left. So it'll just say like, follow this link to complete your March report. So we do that every month, and actually what happens is Leah goes through all of those and enters them into the giant database that the Department of Health uses. For those of you who are not receiving the mini grant from Arkansas Children's, then you can go directly to our website, projectpreventar.org. And the little tabs at the top, if you hover over Get Involved, it's the navy blue tab. A little navy blue box drops down and you just click Chapter Reports. And then at the bottom in orange, it says click here to submit a chapter report. So a couple of different ways just to make sure you guys know, if you're not receiving the mini grant from us, we still very, very, very much want to know what it is that you're doing and want to be able to celebrate that and stay involved with what's going on in your area. Let me know if you have questions about those. And okay, so if you are receiving funding, whether it is from the Children's Mini Grant, or if you have some other type of funds, or if you have an agency or someone who wants to be able to buy things to support your Project Prevent chapter, here are two really good websites to check out: healthedco.com and journeyworks.com. If you're not already familiar with these, you can find just about anything related to smoking, dipping, vaping. The JourneyWorks one really covers a lot of topics, but those are mostly brochures and some posters. And then Health Edco has all of those like displays, the gross mouth, the jar of tar, those lungs that we just mentioned that they had at the museum. And I know Little Rock Excel has these. They were just using them. I think we've got some pictures coming up. Yeah,
coming up. Don't
and
spoil it.
Yeah, sorry about it. Coming up, just wait for it. And we had given some of these things away at the conference several years ago, but yeah, there's the estimated cost of those. So if you have that funding from us, especially, we want you to be able to, we want you to spend it before the end of the school year. So this might be a way that you can do that. For the brochures and things, we've been able to provide a lot of that to you guys, like in the beginning of the year in starter kits or just like as you need it, which we can still do, but it's kind of getting to where we've gotten so big that it's getting a lot harder for us to be able to have all of that in hand. So there's a way for you to get some free materials also, and that is from the Be Well Arkansas website. I know this link is a little bit long. It's kind of hard to find on the website, so if you have trouble, just let me know. But you can order those panel cards. That's like the front and back. You can order posters. There's a lot of different things on there, and all of this is completely free to anyone in the state. So you've seen a lot of these because we have them and have shared them too. So go to bewellarkansas.org and you can find these resources too. Let's see what else. Oh, we're here.
Pictures.
We're here. Now's your time to shine, Leah.
Look at your Little Rock Excel, just like that. They had the lungs, and they not visited just one, but two schools. Whoa, Cloverdale and Pulaski Heights. And
so cute.
showed the kids the effects of smoking.
Yeah, so those lungs are really they make a big statement. So there's like a healthy side and like you can see the black lung side too there, and they like inflate too. So yeah. And then Fordyce High School, those red bugs are busy at ball games. They had a booth and they were working the concession stand too. And then they had some kind of spring fling thing that they were doing. So they've been super busy, and we're headed down there. I think in May. Yeah, they're on the list.
Yeah,
they're on the list for sure. Yeah. And then Hope Academy of Public Service and Ashdown Junior High both have worked with their regional prevention providers, I believe, and are doing like this really cool activity where they can sculpt a brain, and they learn about how the different parts of the brain is affected by like alcohol, tobacco, other drugs. So I thought that was really cool. You can kind of see that close up of the girl holding the brain with the different parts. Yeah.
And then y'all know Mountain Home is always coming in hot and heavy with the signage. So this picture on the bottom there, chapter students created signs about the impact of vaping and went around to some of their classes and actually spoke on this to explain the effects and what their posters mean.
Yeah, I love that. And it doesn't take a whole lot of resources, but just they have to do some research and then
good impact.
Yeah, and practice that public speaking.
Yeah, that's always good. That's that leadership piece.
That's right.
And then Mena Middle School also showcasing that leadership piece. They read the Smoking Stinks book to some of their younger classes.
And Mina's on right now, and I just got some more pictures, but I didn't have time to add them. Okay, yeah.
Mina's always sending really good pictures.
Yeah.
And then a cute little picture of Cotter in their uniform shirt.
Like that with their school sign. Okay, Lavaca also, I thought this was such a unique idea. They ordered like basketball, football, volleyballs for the playgrounds at the school, and their chapter members took turns like writing different messages on all of the balls. So when the kids are using those at recess, they see all of those little prevention messages. I thought that was such a good idea. And speaking of our friends at Oak Grove Middle School, they were busy too reading the No Smoking, No Drinking, No Drugs books. At the elementary school, and they had some like goodie bags for the Corals Reef video. I think it probably had that coloring book and that type of thing in there, and just doing little presentations around the school. So wearing those influencer shirts. Love that. Else.
And well, Cohen, they have a backpack program, and they provided over 150 toothbrushes and some toothpaste, and they also included some vape and nicotine prevention.
I love that
as well.
I love that. And probably a lot of you schools have that backpack program, so that's a really good service project idea. There's those panel cards that I mentioned that you can order for free. There's some that are just on oral health and tobacco use, so that would be a really good handout for something like that too. But they used our You Can Quit Vaping card.
Yeah, the little quit cards.
Yeah, and the Washington County Advocates for a Healthier Tomorrow.
I think so.
I get that right? Yeah,
that's right.
This is so cool. They were able to present a poster of the work that they are doing with their chapter at the National Youth Summit, 4-H conference, yes, in Washington, D.C.
Super cool. We shared them on our social media too, so you can go back and check that out.
Yeah, love that. Real advocates. Lisa, yes, you have this one.
Yeah, they were doing a campus cleanup.
Well, and their school is like situated where there's a lot of other businesses. It's kind of tucked back off of a main busy road in Little Rock, but there's a lot of other businesses around it. So they have done a really good job of keeping that area picked up. That's something that they do probably twice a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I love that.
Nice.
And then Mount Vernon Enola really brought it with their presentations, reading, hanging posters, and getting these kids involved in drawing for a difference and my reason to write. So I love that. I appreciate it. And I received a package yesterday from Melbourne also that's all drawing for a difference entries. And I can't even name off who all has sent them in, but I know that a lot of you are working on these, and we really appreciate it. The art contest was gonna have quite a few entries this year. Not as many essays, which is not as fun to write an essay.
Yeah.
Period art. But we appreciate you guys spreading that message and getting those kids involved. And let's see, Friday is the last day to enter. We either need to have them emailed or faxed to us by Friday, or if they come in the mail, they just need to be postmarked by Friday. And then we will announce the winners on April 21st.
I think so, yeah.
Yep, I think that's right. What else we have? Okay, so West Side, they're actually in here twice, I think. I mentioned our new chapter in Jonesboro. They put together a disposal for vapes for Take Down Tobacco Day of Action. It has like ditch your vape here, so they can put that in there. I thought that was
creative.
Yeah.
It says take a balloon. Please do not pop.
Yeah, sure. And then Green Forest at the bottom, they I thought I saw Miss Belanger on. They did their annual Mardi Gras parade, which is so great, but they got a little too wrapped up in the fun and forgot to take a bunch of pictures.
Oh no.
But we got the super cute one with the girl and her dog, and then the small group picture of them in their shirts with their Mardi Gras masks. So if you're not familiar, Miss Belanger is from
Butters.
Yeah, Butters. That's so cute, the dog. From New Orleans, from Louisiana, from that area, and she has her students put together a Mardi Gras parade for the school every year. They buy Mardi Gras beads, and the chapter attaches tobacco prevention messages to each of the beads. They recruit members from the marching band. They make it like a whole thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, super cool.
Aww. Well, Barton up above, they're always going places and setting up booths and tables, which we love. But they also spoke with their SRO on Law Enforcement Recognition Day.
I love that. Barton Extreme Youth, that's down in El Dorado. And then Hot Springs Visual and Performing Arts School had a table too, and I think it was at a parent night. Oh, I may be getting it wrong, but it was some type of community event at the school. And that's a picture of their booth, and then up above in a smaller picture, that's their SRO also with the Reach guidebook there from last year.
Well, their table looks really nice. They have a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah. And I think she's ordered some of that. Miss Long has ordered, we haven't given them all of that, I don't think. So get on there and order. Get your free stuff or get something that you can spend money on. Okay, Cohen.
Cohen again, back with the themes. You guys have probably seen pictures of these in the past because they always do their annual "Don't Press Your Luck"
on St. Patrick's Day.
On St. Patrick's Day. I've seen this little inflatable guy before.
I was cracking up when she sent all these pictures. I was like, oh wow. Every time I'd open one up, it's like more kids posing with the leprechaun. But they packaged up little bags of Lucky Charms, which I thought that was a pretty cost efficient, like neat little treat to put together. And put the, information about, I think they had the vaping cards too on there. I can't see what's on the table. I thought that's what those. Too many, not too many, so many activities that it's hard to keep them straight. But I did mention that West Side was in here more than once. And I got these from Miss Fraley a couple of days apart. So it might have all been for Take Down Tobacco Day, but I know that they were doing some different games. So, oh, I bet that is because there's the balloon. You said it said take a balloon. Yeah.
Don't pop it.
Yeah. And then this was some kind of like Pong game too that they were doing with the cups. So they, like I said, have hit the ground running. 2 days of activities, she says.
Nice.
Okay, excellent. Love that.
Back to that.
Let's see. Okay, photo dump from Kingston. So I love this too. And so we don't have a great system for you guys to send in pictures. So we just get them emailed. So sometimes like this one, we just make like from Miss Phillips, we might just get a whole bunch from different events, which is fine. Totally great. So that's why we have a whole page here for Kingston. They had this puppet show that I have seen. Stephanie, you remember we did that?
Yeah.
I think in BB a few years ago.
It's really good.
It's so cute. So it's a tobacco prevention puppet show. If you can find someone in your area that has it, I know the health departments have had them in the past. And we can probably get Miss Phillips to tell us who she borrowed hers from. But it has like a script for it. So the students don't actually have to make the puppets talk. They just move their mouth because it's a recording. So it's easy to do. Anybody can do it, but it's so cute. So they did that for their elementary school. They did some bulletin boards for Valentine's Day. They did some class parties for their elementary schools. I can't even remember what all is on it. They were making some packets. Vaping posters that these girls created, just lots of cool stuff going on up in Kingston. I like the picture of them coming down the hallway too.
Excited.
So cute. And then I think I saw, Miss Carlson is on photo done from Rosebud, the high school and the elementary too. So this is great. The cigarette costume was designed, created, sewed, made by the student in the middle here, where they're standing in front of the red lockers. So she created this costume. I know a lot of you have purchased those in the past, but I just thought it was so unique that she made this. If you remember, Rosebud, the high school and the elementary are both advisors are art teachers, so they're already super creative. But they were doing presentations for the middle school, reading books to elementary, and of course they had this mascot, I guess we'll call it, visiting all the classes too. So really, really good stuff. Love it. I think that might be,
wow, there's so many good pictures.
I know. Y'all keep them coming. Email them to me, Leah, or Stephanie. And just, if you don't mind, just give us a little short description. And Stephanie she kind of has a running list of which ones she's going to share. So they'll be on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, we always try to include them in the statewide meetings. So let us know what else is going on. And if you have pictures, even if you can remember to snap, just a couple, we want them. Love it.
We want all the pictures. Okay, so these are our Trivia Tuesday, people, for the second to last month of our project for the year.
If you're new here, Stephanie puts trivia questions on the Instagram story every Tuesday, and at every statewide meeting, she randomly selects students who have or teachers.
Yep, it's open to all.
Yeah, those who have consistently answered correctly. Which is never me and Leah.
Nope.
Okay. Sometimes that stumps you guys.
She stumps us sometimes. But you guys, some of you, especially our Mountain Home kids that play all the time.
They're real good.
Really, really good. Okay, so are we ready?
And they are Tyson Baber, Stormy G. Ward and Lainey Lewick. So
Yay.
congrats to these three. I'll tag you guys on the Instagram when the meeting is over, and you can swipe up and we'll get you a really cool prize.
If you know them, let them know, but she'll message them. And then yeah, she ordered some extra prizes. And speaking of prizes, we have had some prizes that we had purchased that were left over from Ready Set Record that we're bringing around to the spring tours. So
yeah, they're
really kicked it up a notch. I will quote a student who won a prize from Kirby on Monday. She said, "This is literally the best day of my life."
It was a great day.
I think that's it. This is what we're looking forward to. A beautiful spring day. Getting out of here. We're so tired of the rain, and I know you guys are too, and the bad, scary weather. But I think it's going to be looking up for Easter weekend and on into next week. So we're excited for that. If you need us, here's our contact information. Those of you that are receiving the mini grant from Children's, we have scheduled some Zoom meetings for tomorrow, and I've shared the links for those too. So those shouldn't take very long. I just want to talk about some upcoming things. And next year, a few changes that are coming. So reminder for that. What else did I say I needed to remember to remind? If you guys have questions or comments or want to unmute, put it in the chat. You can do that now too.
Advisor trainings.
Yes, that's tomorrow. That's what I was talking about, advisor meetings. What else? I guess that was
like you got it.
Yeah, just the spring tours. Yeah, that we're excited to be hitting the road. We'll be in Hoxie on Monday, Berryville on Tuesday,
the Travelers game on Wednesday.
Yeah. We have, is it 18 spring tours?
Yes.
Yeah. So
some questions.
Actually is 19 because we added when we go to Ashdown, we're gonna split up and be part of the time. Part of us at the high school, part of us at the junior high. Yeah. Ask Miss Ham at the end. We have a couple of questions. Yes, we're ready for you, Miss Ham. It's time. Question time. You can unmute if that's easier, whichever you want to do. They're working on something really exciting. I don't know how much of it you want me to share yet, but she may be typing. We shared a survey with all of the K through 12, I'm sorry, 7th through 12th principals and counselors across the state this morning about, so some of you that are counselors may have seen it, about vaping in schools. We're really trying to find some better solutions. Our work and the work that you all do is, primarily in prevention, but we know that there's already a lot of kids that are vaping, and we're trying to kind of work towards some better solutions. There she is.
Sorry, one of my kids got a little bit of stage fright, so she's gonna talk now.
Hey, welcome.
Okay. You're talking about the project. Okay, so our school, we're working on this ISS, like to stop kids vaping and we're creating a survey, a quitting plan, then we're making articles from the Project Prevent website, and we were having some questions if any other schools are doing fines from to stop. To get caught vaping.
Okay, well, I'm so excited that you guys are working on this. And I included that question in the survey that I sent out this morning, and that went to all schools in the state. So I am excited to be able to share that with you guys. Within the first hour, we had almost 100 responses. So we should have some good data to pull from that. It went to almost 2,000 individuals, principals and counselors. Now, probably 250 of them bounced back to me. But not bad, yeah. So we're really excited to be able to share that with you guys at Hot Springs Junior Academy, and of course with everyone else too, because we really have to figure out what is working. I think we know that there's plenty of things that are not working, but this hopefully will be able to give us some better insight. And I'm really excited about the quitting plan that you guys are working on. Great stuff. And I'm excited to be able to share that with everybody too.
And if anybody had any input right now from other schools on.
Yeah, and I think the question was if your school is giving out a fine, like a citation or fining, for money basically for the student or for the parent. If your school is doing that, have you seen any success with that? And if you want to email me separately afterwards too, that'd be great. I'll actually share that survey with all of you too. I just used the Department of Ed database this morning, but I'll share that with you guys too. And when I do, feel free to forward it to your principal, your superintendent, your SRO, anyone else in the in your district that would like to answer.
Laura,
Yes.
in one of my counties here, first offense goes through this court system now. And it's really just caused a hardship on the families and the parents. And a lot of times before they get to their first court date, they've already had their second offense. So they're ending up in there twice with parents getting fines, and it's just a mess.
So the feedback that you've gotten, Kim, has not been very positive.
No, not going through the court system like that on first offense, especially. And like I said, it's a hardship on the parents who are already having trouble. Some of them just buying groceries and gas.
Right.
And then to be hit with a fine on top of that. And it's got our court system here just really, really jammed.
We were talking about maybe some messaging for parents rather than our focus is always like talking to students, but maybe we could create some messaging where our students are talking to other parents. Because I feel like what we continue to hear is that the parents don't care, or the parents buy it for them, and the parents don't feel like it's harmful, all of that. So we thought maybe that would be something that we could work on, and maybe have some Project Prevent chapter members that could help us with some videos and some messaging like directed towards parents.
That sounds nice. I think that would be helpful. We hear those same things too.
Yeah.
Some of them are getting them from parents or siblings or aunts or whatever.
Okay.
Good luck with your project though. Sounds like a wonderful one.
Yeah, they're working really hard. We're super proud of them.
Yes. Kudos to y'all.
Okay, well, we are just barely running over time, so I want to be respectful of the 30-minute meeting, which is never easy. Maybe we need to make them longer next year.
35 minutes.
Yes. Well, we really appreciate you guys and all the wonderful work that you're doing. We will see a lot of you very soon on the spring tour and maybe at the baseball games, but continue all of your great work. Leah will likely be reaching out to you to let you know, those that are receiving the funding, to let you know if you still need to complete another activity for the spring. But we will be getting ready to send out the stipends at the end of the school year too. So yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much. Please let us know if you need anything, and have a great rest of the week.
Bye.